Good evening, everybody. We're back. We will be continuing our playthrough of the Control. I was really impressed by the introductory sequence of the game, and not knowing anything and being thrown into situation which involves paranormal activity and as they named in this game, alter world events, objects of power, and stuff like that is really intriguing and leaves a lot of questions. Okay, we are back. I don't know why my stream dropped, but it didn't miss much.
They say the redirector can launch objects up to 20 feet.
Bullshit.
I was describing where we stopped,
Obviously, you never read the
how we
piece.
got our gun, how we became director of the bureau, how we got floppy disk, which gave us the power to throw objects with telekinesis. Somebody singing. It was mentioned
Pope wants us to get a field lab set up as soon as possible.
What? We can't get any equipment for
that
research center
the
without internal
voice is
wiring.
coming from somewhere near the elevator. Ooh, what's this? And our current goal is to move to a different sector where we can find other people from the management team, essentially.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Let's see.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
They do not make him look like a friendly face, to be honest. I guess I wonder whether they intentionally tried to frame him as a bad person or something. And in reality, he is a friendly face. But we will see.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too?
Interesting. Level 2. We don't have level 2 clearance yet. Yep.
The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
Lightning looks really nice. Interesting. So yesterday I wasted 3,000 units of whatever this currency called source, I guess, by simply clicking refresh without realizing what it does. So yeah, that was a bit of a failure. Blackrock Processing, Quarry, Ventilation Janitor's Office. They still spook me. Oof. Wait. That's where you go shooting from. I realized it was someone down below, but I didn't see where exactly. Level 4 clearance. I hear
What's down that
Ahti's voice. Mary Chase. Damn it. Investigate. How do I investigate? Oh, let's watch another creepy cartoon.
I'm drawing the pyramid. The what? The pyramid.
What's a pyramid?
The Black Pyramid. It's in the astral plane.
Airplane?
Astral plane. It's big, white, and empty. Or is it? It's a weird, crazy alien dimension. The white goes on forever. You can get lost in all that white and never find your way back home.
I miss my home.
Okay. Creepy as usual, but no useful information, sadly. Flickering light. And there was some damage to the fridge. Okay.
Ugh, this place makes me nauseous. An object of power. How do you think it got down here?
I have the same question.
A carousel horse. Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
Use control to evade. Use evade to complete the astral plane challenge. I see. So it's essentially like a dash. Gold enemies immune to just attacks. Control to evade safely.
Let's see the Hess keep up with me now.
Damn, that light is blinding. Oh, and it's fixed. Wait. Okay.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yip be, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ahti here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ahti. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
You think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not the yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, that this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back.
Clearance
That's great.
level 2.
Thank you, Ahti.
Okay, the guy I was from the very beginning, like, it was obvious by the name and the accent and the words he says he. But I'm not sure because I do not know that much difference in the language. He is either Swedish or Norwegian, right?
Yep. Burn the trash.
Missions.
Throw it in the fire.
I see.
Burn it all. Burn it into a reindeer, not into a moose.
Okay, so we have opened the shortcut, right?
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion. Too much. Director's duty. Keep the lights on.
Too much explosion. Got you. The goal is to prevent that, I guess. Reminder: drafting any public-facing material. While penning any notification of deaths related to the Willow alter world event, please adhere to the following guidelines. Oh, that's incorrect one. This one. Tension maintenance stuff. An object of power escaped the Panopticon a couple weeks ago, and they want everyone to keep an eye out for it. So if anyone sees a merry-go-round horse zipping around the sector, alert me immediately. Do not try to contain it on your own. And definitely don't bind it to yourself. Security Chief Simon Arish.
Northmoor was director before me. I never wanted his job. I never wanted power. I purposefully avoided it, didn't trust it, didn't want to rely on it. Northmoor was all about power. A man like an explosion, hungry for authority, for order, for more, until it was too much. I had to find a solution in the end. Contain the situation. Northmoor never liked me, but he went along with it, to his credit. He didn't really have a choice. I suppose at the end of the day, a director's most basic duty is to keep the lights on. Here's to you, Northmoor. There were no prime candidates waiting in the wings, but I was there. Had been the whole time, keeping my head down, working my ass off. I had nothing to lose. I picked up the gun almost on a dare.
Interesting. Those guys are not possessed.
Hey, are you new? Go talk with Chief Arish in the security booth. He's in charge here.
There's something over there. There is shelter here.
Dangerous out here, lady. Go see Chief Arish. He's just inside. He'll help you.
That's what I'm trying, or that's where I'm planning to go, lady. And I'm director, by the way. But I guess they don't know that. What do we care about? I guess energy and launch. Let's do launch. Oh, this one. Launch grenades and rockets back at the enemy. That sounds convenient. Astral constructs.
Ma'am! Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
No, not really.
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing? Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Exactly.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Oh, listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
Try to stay alive.
This Dr. Darlene seems to have,
What's your read on all this?
as she mentioned, knew about it before. Hey Simon, I got your message. Yeah, if someone in the sector is asking about Ahti, just tell him you will handle it and leave it at that. Under no circumstances should any personnel intervene with his day-to-day routine. I told you everything I know about him so you could better deal with his old habits. But yes, it is still very much a classified matter. Also, I saw your report about the quarry worker who wandered into the Foundation. Detaining him was the right move. We will figure out what he saw before we decide on next steps. Cheers, Lynn. In case you hadn't noticed, something is up between Trench and Darlene. I know this isn't your strong suit, but try your best to stay out of it.
Well below the acceptable percentage. Internal pressures climbing so fast,
When the converters and coolant pumps are working again, we should be able to get this baby back down to a safe temperature. I hope.
Service weapons.
What do you know about the service weapon?
Not much. That thing is director only. Salvador told me about the time he saw Trench use it. Sounds like that gun can do some serious damage. Yeah, I did see pictures of it once, though, and it looks different to that thing you're carrying. You mounted or something? It's new.
Is new a good thing?
Given the circumstances, I'd say new is our best bet.
Ahti.
Do you know this Ahti guy?
Of course. He's my favorite coffee break buddy. Dude has got some crazy stories. He probably knows more than anyone else around here, if you can make sense of what he's saying.
Any idea where he's from?
I'm guessing Sweden.
Yep, that was my guess.
From where he's from. Look, there are just some stones that are better left unturned, you know?
What exactly is the power plant?
Listen, I only know what Salvador told me, but I know it generates all the electricity for the Bureau, and it's got two very simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah, it's all part of the job.
Now I'm wondering what's inside.
What do you do here, Arish?
Security chief of the maintenance sector. I make sure all the weird shit down here doesn't bother the maintenance crews. Learned everything I know from Salvador. The best security agent this bureau has ever seen.
And you like your job?
I love it. You know, everyone thinks that maintenance is the lowest rung on the ladder just because we fix pipes instead of writing memos, but I gotta be honest. These are the bravest people in the goddamn building. I'm proud to work with them.
I've done a few odd jobs with these kind of folks. They say what they mean. I like that.
What do you know about the Hiss?
Not much, only what I've seen. Well, they use the same tactics that Marshall and Salvador taught us, which makes me think that the Hiss haven't completely erased the people inside, which is a pretty fucking horrible thought. Or they're just using whatever they find in their victims' heads. In any case, they are really eager to get inside the power plant.
Why do you think that is?
Shit, I don't know. They want to make my life harder?
Maybe
I should be going.
Right. You gotta lock down the lift.
they can exploit that source of power in some way. Or the source of power is somehow related to the whole thing in the first place. Like the Hive Queen or something of that sort. Coolant pumps, energy converters, central maintenance control room. Okay, so we're going that way. Cooling water. Bad guys. Wait, those are different, I think. I think it's really cool the fact that they... If there is no object that you can lift telekinetically around, it grabs a bunch of asphalt from under you. Which is a nice kinda hacky way to justify the logic.
Power cut. Replace the parts.
Replace the parts. What parts? Oh, those parts. Coolant pumps. What's here? Furnace chamber. So we had some task about burning the trash. I guess it's in here. Something radioactive.
My name is Dr. Pierce, lead researcher of the Parakinesiology Department. I believe I've discovered a Code Omega paranatural entity residing within the Bureau itself, right under our noses. Darling refused to allocate me the budget or resources, so I'm taking matters into my own hands. Let this recording be the proof I need to convince them. The furnace can speak. It's been talking to me for some time now. Listen. Did you hear that?
I did not.
It's a sentient force capable of communicating. I checked and there's no record of ever installing this furnace. I believe that... Oh, sorry. What? Yes, I can feed you. What do you eat? I see. I'll try to find some volunteers.
Wait, what do you mean volunteers? Does that thing eat humans or something?
By scratch, did Ahti mean barrels full of hazardous biological material? Looks like they're breaking some environmental regulations on waste disposal, but if that's what Ahti wants, then I'll get it done.
We're not interested in those ones, apparently. We are interested in this one. There was something here, I guess. Mail tube complaint. Hey Bowser, get this. The accounting department still says they haven't received my expense reports. They say that receipts probably got lost in the mail tubes because of a shift of or a threshold or some such fuckery, and that if I don't have the originals, they can't verify my expenses for reimbursement. This is such bullshit. Why don't we even use these fucking tubes? Why do we even use these fucking tubes if they just spit our mail in some other goddamn dimension? Just wending here before I make a formal complaint. Useless piece of shit, Rodriguez. That should be the last one, right? Nope, one more somewhere. Must be also down here. I do not play like let's consider like latest state of the art in terms of games, in terms of graphics. It's either like games where the graphics is of no importance or whatever, but whenever I get the chance, I'm always like amazed by it. Right now I'm not even playing on the highest settings, graphics quality settings, because my machine simply would not be able to handle it. It's but even with current settings, it's like super beautiful looking, and on some like slightly higher quality machine you get even better pictures, so that's like really cool. Where is the last? Is that the one that we are looking for? Yes, that's the one. Okay, it gets stuck. Don't hear it talking though. I think the person just went insane or something. Okay. Back to the main mission. Oof.
Just hold together a little longer.
At some point we will probably be able to fly or something. Okay. Come on, right? Oh, I'm so bad. Ooh. That thing doesn't feel well. Let's help it.
Shit. What now?
My old enemy, the clock, is blocking the pipes. You need to deal with that shit. He is very clever. He's trying to sneak in. We got him caught with his hand in the fish trap. Get rid of him.
See, so we're walking into the trap. Wait, I did something wrong. Obviously, as we died, but should I have done it somehow else? And where would we get back thrown? Like all, like 15 minutes back? Yes, we are. Whoa. Well, that is not that nice.
Just hold together a little longer.
Slightly inconvenient, to be honest. But at least the logic for the saves is clear. Also, the state is not technically completely reset, so all the progress is still here. Enemies are dead. We just need to run back to the very last point.
What the hell is that? Oh, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
This is some Swedish song, by the way. Ouch. Absence of the regeneration is somewhat disturbing though. So are we good? I think we are. This one is uncommon, but we don't evade that often, so the value of it is questionable.
We need to hurry. Take over the pipes? Nothing more satisfying than manual labor.
That was satisfying indeed. You feel like you... Okay. Wouldn't say that it was unexpected given that I wasn't trying to hide or anything. It was just staying there and plainly taking all the bullets straight into my face.
This place is gonna come down.
Where did that enemy went? Or here he is. There is something over there that we haven't discovered. Over there. Cloak complaint. Yep. But you can only get... How do you get in there, by the way? From some other place, I guess, because... Let's go there. I wonder what's up there. Good. I don't know whether it matters, the fact that we saved this lady. What elevator to where? Power plant first floor, control room second floor, Black Rock Quarry third floor. Seems elevator is not coming. health boosts. Wait, I abandoned unintentionally. Shatter has high stopping power with a scatter shot that devastates grouped enemies at close range. What's there? Infected area again, right? Can't get in there, so I guess wasn't intended, or I'm doing that incorrectly.
You need to fix it before the old figments inside the plant has a shit fit.
Investigate the training course. Okay, that would be for after. Oof. That scared the shit out of me. I did not expect. I realized why I'm thinking that I'm bad with the aim, because I am pointing straight at it, but it actually doesn't go exactly where you point. The bullet trajectory is not exactly as you think it is, or exactly as you expect it to be, rather. There is one enemy right here. Next game is Wednesday at 8, usual spot. Okay. That's unrelated to the case.
Protect them. Forces contain a lockdown. Only be lifted by a directorial override.
This is what we came. That's it. The other sector should be open now.
Nice.
I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Okay, we
You
came
two should
from
get
this
to know
side.
each other.
Shatter or spin. Or we can upgrade our current one. So this would be like a machine gun, I assume. This would be like a shotgun. Let's have a shotgun. Or we can still upgrade the impulse. Or we have enough to upgrade apparently. Armor cost per shot is minus 5%, damage 15%, projectiles fired plus 2, accuracy, projectile spread is smaller, recoil is smaller, damage against enemy armor is bigger, recoil, headshot damage. This one sounds nice, at least conceptually. How do I switch weapon? F. Oof. That's looks powerful. Where does this lead? Sector elevator. Ventilation, gender, software sectors. Okay, we passed through here, I remember now. Ventilations, janitor's office. Okay, let's go in the opposite direction, I guess. I want to explore the... Book Club Lopez. Okay, not interesting. This one is interesting. Well, a bit. Maintenance sector, research sector, containment sector. How do we... Is it level below us, which we... No, it should be in maintenance, so we're in the correct place, I think. If I click here, executive is up. Let's click this and see. Okay, we don't need to be here yet. Confusion. Confusion all around. go to the 3rd floor actually. Because we came from the 1st floor, right? Okay, it requires level 5 clearance. And this also requires level 5 clearance. Okay, so we are not meant to go there yet. Clearly. Central maintenance. Sounds of the possessed toilet room. Thresholds. The oldest house is a place in flux. Thresholds appear with no warnings. What the threshold will contain is a question we can only answer once it manifests. The widely accepted theory is that thresholds are dimensions vibrating on some kind of frequency different from our own. When these frequencies match, the threshold will manifest in the oldest house, which acts as a something. Other theorized threshold parallel universes, or possibly our own reality at a different point in time. Some believe our collection of altered materials affect the house or attract the thresholds. We do know for certain that thresholds are not permanent. Eventually, their frequency will shift. Some believe Earth itself is just another threshold connected to the oldest house, which is actually rooted in some other reality. This theory, while impossible to disprove, causes something in those who learn of it, so is actively denied. Field training. Okay, something tells me we cannot go here. Lack of processing. Let's try our new weapon. Listen, Trench is on the warpath about this Tennyson report thing. He wants to know who wrote it, and he wants to know yesterday. Whoever did is gonna get crucified. I don't know if it was one of you guys, and I don't want to know. I'm not super keen on leading a witch hunt, so tell everyone in the sector to keep their heads down. Best not to be on anyone's radar right now, you know? I tell ya, not even counting on all the weird shit we deal with, this place can be a downright hostile work environment sometimes. That's the signed as just A. I think that's the guard person that we have met. The chief guard or maintenance sector or something like that was his title. So we went around and it requires clearance level 4. Atlas Chamber Black Rock Processing. The heck? Caution. Clearly cannot fly. Those paths merged. Interesting. Guess we should just follow the main quest for now. Guess we cannot do anything. If I go in, I will get killed, right? I see, so that was the logic. Field training actor complaint. I would like to file a formal complaint. The unauthorized use of my voice in a state of quality that I did not agree on. The fact that they were planning to use material from what I thought was a rehearsal was not communicated to me at all. Had it been, I would have disallowed the use of those recordings. I want use of the Ranger Field Training Course recorded message to hold immediately. I will not stand for this humiliation among my peers. I will go to HR with this if necessary. Signed, Randall Pulaski. Complete the training course in the required time.
So I just read this? Welcome to the Ranger Field Training course. The course must be completed in the specified amount of time. When you're ready to start, press the button. Is that all, or?
I always did love obstacle courses.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. "45 seconds remaining."
Guessing this isn't usually part of the course. It's protecting itself. I need to hit it harder to break that shield.
Safe. Use shield to complete the astral charge. How do I do that? Hold Q shield. Interesting power. Somewhat useless, I would say, but maybe it will come in handy at some point.
Good time to have a shield.
Oof. No documents in there. That's it. Somewhat suspicious. One moment, please. Let's continue. Let's save. Also put some ability points in. Lounge could be useful. Health, I guess, could be useful. Let's do health and lounge. Can also upgrade grip. Or we can upgrade this. Let's do this. Wait, is it one-time investment or? So now I will get a chance to get one of these. Construction level 2, yes. Okay.
A lot of these questions could be answered by a live specimen.
Jesse, you made it. And you lifted the internal lockdown. Let's talk, Emily. Yes, of course. Listen, Emily. Screw it. Just tell her. I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through. That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside. But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being? What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off, The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan. I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. You covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along. She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes, but one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the Hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan. I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my keycard. The sector elevator will take you there.
Clearance level 3. I don't think we saw number 3.
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past. I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come calling.
Damn. That scary Swedish guy. Maintenance, major threats.
They're saying Trench was shot dead. The situation's getting worse.
Abilities. Wait, they do not get more expensive. That's like extremely convenient. More health or more energy, maybe? Energy is used for throwing things, right? So let's do even more launch damage.
I saw Trench and Darling arguing a couple weeks ago. Trench was furious.
That's where we need to go. The energy converters, right? There was some major threat there. Home safe. The object is guardhouse brand home safe. Board the hiss. That was a mistake. It was failed. Wait. Will I... So, do the save play a point, like point in time restore, or they are not, and I failed the mission? I failed the mission, that's it. Okay, I should become more careful from now onwards. Ammo refund. Ooh. Interesting. I'm still contemplating the fact that we failed.
They're saying Trench was shot dead. The situation's getting worse.
I saw Trench and Darling arguing a couple weeks ago. Trench was furious. You don't think Darling...
Don't be stupid. The Bureau's golden child had to gain
We need to go to research now. Area. Research sector.
Welcome to the research sector of the Federal Bureau of Control. I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
I see.
Research sector, huh? Home of the Bureau's mad scientists.
What the heck? Where? Wait, where do I need to go? They have snipers or something. Plant complaint. Hey, so I was just wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, that janitor does have a nice voice and the plant sure seems to like it. Maybe he could just switch it up a bit? I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. And where did these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted, and people like them a bit too much if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? Worth looking into. God damn it! Synchronicity and unseen connections. Synchronicity is a phenomenon long recognized by the device, but only recently given a name by science. It is how we rationalize events connected by no identifiable causality, yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in the physical plane? Why do hounds bail at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand. And sometimes we stumble across these invisible, unseen chords and wonder at the result. The visionary Carl Jung laid the road. Now we must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably reproduce something behavior by close of 1959. Once done, the mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We're striding into the future of science. History may not remember our names, but God Himself will. Refer to file for full report. Dr. Darling, Office, Dimensional Research, Parapsychology. Damn, so many places to walk around and discover and... Who is shooting? Astral plane counter-essay. Alternative perspective. Objects of power and their astral connections. Summary. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the something, an entity or group of entities that we have little information or little that I'm allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, the something, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained into the very nature, I guess, of objects, such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the something, but had the connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other object of power requires such direct contact with the owner, I guess? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the something is a natural fact and not something more redacted?
Questions recently? What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway? Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't Don't worry. It'll be, quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding.
It will be not quick and not painless. Let's see. Resonance theory. Utilization of paranatural elements resonance. Summary. Resonance. It's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Something reducted opened the door to a something I've called something. The something emits a force that is far beyond the forces we've previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder, is resonance the key element in all altered phenomenon? Altered world events, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common something that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer this whole time? Refer to some file for full report. Oh. Estoy. Federal Bureau of Control. Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you asking for an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel, all fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in admiration, Dr. Abraham Lewis. I see. So trying to get on the good side and bribes. Astral plane. Examination of paranatural topics, the astral plane and objects of power. Summary. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an outer-world event occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the something and the astral plane, by item and astral plane, to that item, maybe something else, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tested by some astral entity, our dimension was once part of the astral plane and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connections was severed and now the two are linked solely through the objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge. Interesting. Okay, going there is probably dimensional research. is probably too early.
Constantly changing labyrinth. You never pass through. Dimensional research. Every measure of security.
Something tells me that we're a bit early on to go there. I feel a bit scared to go in there. Emergency call summary. Alter World Event 18. Event summary. A possible Alter World event in which an unnamed individual experiences transcorporeality via phone line. Event is notably similar to Alter World Event something in which something event response. Event is believed to have been caused by something and as a result the following measures have been taken to prevent something. Interesting. So much something around. Also, convenient excuse for writers. Okay, that went relatively smoothly. Cafeteria. Where does this lead? Someplace with a bunch of dead bodies. Lab 1. Threshold utility. Utilization of paranatural elements. Threshold. Summary. Threshold have always been sources of great inspiration and great challenge. When a new threshold manifests in the oldest house by something, we never know what new discoveries it will provide to the Bureau, but we must always seize these opportunities. This report will examine the process of distinguishing recent threshold effects based on their utilitarian possibilities. One moment. Let's continue. The query brought to BlackRock one of our most invaluable discoveries. But if the mold has any scientific value, it has been difficult to find due to the lengths we must go to in fighting back the particularly prolific plant. These are very distinct cases and wars, comparing as their study offers vastly different dangers and rewards. Ashtray maze. What's that?
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust. But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the Binder, and those the Binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
I see, so the dimensional research is like super secure, super duper top notch, mega super duper pooper, secret, hard to get to labyrinth, or maze, sorry. Anything interesting here? BlackRock analysis. Hi Carla, does it strike you as odd that Darling insists on having us appear in those bizarre videos of his? I mean, we just stand there, he doesn't even let us have lines or anything. Don't get me wrong, beats a day in the lab. Plus, it's always great to work with you. Oh yeah, I finished the comparative analysis of the 2 BlackRock samples you sent. The prism, or whatever you called it. I filled them in the usual place under C for Carla. A handy mnemonic device, right? Anyway, let me know if there is anything you want to discuss about the data. I will gladly explain. Maybe we could chat about it over some drinks, or dinner even. I can't remember the last time I had a good steak. Maybe we could go together after work sometime. I'm free tomorrow. All the best. All the very best. Hubert. For who among us has touched the foundations of this world and deemed them solid? Dr. Theodore Esch. Let's explore each stall for the loot. No loot. This is the first bathroom with no loot, I think. Unacceptable. There is one here though. There was lab 1 in here. Let's go in there. Will I awake? Will I get the ride with you in the race of two? We're endless stream of choices. We are softest murmur of voices. Murmur without names. Those are the lyrics from some song, I guess. Let's read what they say. Auditory song questionnaire. Auditory experience 84.c. Poets of the Fall, my dark disc. Wait, this is the studio named Remedy, right? And 505 Games. Those are the guys who created Alan Wake, right? And they used Poets of the Fall in the Alan Wake as the theme song, right? And not only for that, but I think multiple times, right? It's nice, but it's also a DMCA sadly. So let's run away.
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
Cannot go in there, so I need to walk around, it seems. Oof. Ouch. Sneaky. I was checking out what's going on in there. Emergency call supplement. Alter World 118 details. Transcript of a call to the California State Emergency Service. Dispatcher 911, what is the emergency? Hello? Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me? I can hear you, ma'am. Where are you? I am, inside the wires. I'm lost. Ma'am, have you been drinking tonight? I feel like I'm stretching through the wire towards you. Don't hang up. I might go if you hang up. Go where, ma'am? Go. Gone. Away. Okay. And can you describe your surroundings? Unknown noise. Ma'am. Hello? Ma'am? No, dispatcher attempted to call the number back, but it was no longer in service. Spooky. Headshot damage is plus 56%. Damn, that sounds good. Let's use that. Shield. Ooh, shield strength plus 33%. That's like powerful. Energy recovery speed plus 31%. That is also really good. I wonder what should we pick. Hard choice. Let's stay with the current choice.
Information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly
Construct Pierce. Damn, Pierce is precise, with a charged shot that penetrates armor and enemies at any range. Okay, that's like a sniper rifle version.
Systems.
His snipers collect rewards. Executive. His ranger. Melee tactics. Kill enemies using melee.
And simplification does them.
Research astral exhibition. That's where we are, but in executive, they are getting attacked. So let's go to the mail room. And this time, hopefully I won't die. I will try my best to not be like stupid and stand in the open and just be a sponge for bullets. Oof. How come I missed this document? Ouch. You shoot me. Are we finally done in here? Seems to be the case. I saw the document here. Tea time. Okay, that's not interesting one. Okay, we will switch to the next territory. And that would be the point where we stop for today. Yep, that's it. Let's switch. So, we made quite a bit of progress. The story unravels, but still quite mysterious and intriguing. We still don't know a lot. We just know that there is this Dr. Darling who seems to know a whole lot and kinda predicted that this might happen a few days ahead. And we need to somehow find out how did he know, or was it planned, or what was the reason behind all of this. And we will do that in the coming days. More precisely tomorrow for sure, maybe even few longer sessions, we'll see. But as for today, that would be it. As usual, thank you for watching and take care.